5 creative shots that you can use for the first dance. So shot number 1 is, of course, a wide angle view from below. You know, you can use a GoPro or a slider from this, but it's gonna make your first dance look creative. So this is gonna be a wide angle view from below, from the bottom. Put the camera down on a tripod. Usually for this kind of shots, I use a GoPro, but sometimes I put my camera on a slider and I slide. If you slide it it's just gonna look even way better than just putting it there. So you can shoot from below. So wide angle shot from below. That's number 1. That's the first creative shot that you can do. Put the camera on the bottom from the. I'll show you examples. Anyway, so tip number 2 is use the foreground, e.g. flowers or bride and groom or tables or the crowd, stuff like that. So use the foreground, use the foreground to your advantage. Don't just sit the cameras there and let the people dance. You can sit some cameras, but you can have another camera, mobile, that you can use to get B-roll footage of the first dance. So try and get the foreground while the bride and groom are dancing. Try and get the foreground, so that way you can use flowers. You can shoot. You can put flowers in the foreground. You can put people. You can use the crowd as a foreground. So just look around and see what you can use as a foreground. So I'll give you some examples so you can kind of get an idea of how I kind of use this tip. So yes, it's gonna look better for your wedding films. So tip number 3 now. So tip number 3 is hidden camera look. So the hidden camera look is kind of like it's a camera that's it's a hidden camera. It explains itself. So hidden camera look. So the hidden camera look is whereby you kind of you choose an angle where it looks like you're just picking into the first dance. So that's the hidden camera look. I'll give you an example of how you can do this at a wedding. So that's tip number 3 is the hidden camera look. So that's one of the creative shots that you could do for the first dance. Tip number 4. Tip number 4 for the creative shots, or creative shot number 4, is the bird eyes view. Okay, so if a venue has like a balcony or somewhere you can go up to see the couple below, take advantage of this, please. Don't just stay down there and try and get the regular shot. Anybody can do that, man. Anybody can just put the cameras down there, and that's being lazy. Don't be lazy. Dude, you want to get bookings? You want your videos to stand out from everybody else? Don't be lazy. Be creative, man. Try and get. That's why they book you. That's why some people make more money than other people, because they differentiate themselves from everybody else, from the crowd. So differentiate yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? So if there's a balcony, or if you can go up somewhere, please go up there. Soon as I get to a venue and I just see it, and I look there and I can go up somewhere, even sometimes at a ceremony, I'm like, woo, thank God. Even at even getting ready, dude, I like going above and just getting different angles, different perspectives. So yeah, so when there's a balcony, just or when you can go up, when there's a place where you can go up and see from and watch from above, please take advantage of that angle. Take advantage of that angle. Because if you're just going to sit down there and do what everybody else is doing, filming from the bottom, you're going to be lazy. You're going to have what everybody else has. You're going to have the photos that everybody else has. You're going to have the videos that everybody else has. But if you do a certain angle where nobody else is doing it, everybody's going to be looking at your videos, because they're creative. You're different. You're thinking different. So yeah. So that's the bird's eye view. So number four, the bird's eye view. So if the venue has somewhere where you can go above, take advantage of that angle. I'll give you examples and stuff like that. So, because I really love. They just look beautiful, man. They just make. I love taking videos from like just a different angle that everybody else is not taking. So don't be lazy, man. Don't be lazy. Get up there and try and get good shots. Okay. So number 5 is use a stabilizer to get motion shots, and you can also circle the bride and groom. So that's the last creative shot here. So number 1 was wide angle view from below, okay, or you can even use a slider. Number 2 was use the foreground. You can use flowers, you can use the crowd, you can use the bride and groom stable, you know. Number 3 was a hidden camera kind of look, you know, like you pick it in from somewhere. And number 4 was the bird's eye view. So number 5 is use a stabilizer to get motion shots. So I saved this for the last because you have to save the best for last. So the reason why I saved this shot for the last is because as number 5 is because it's a harder shot to do than just the regular you setting cameras up, and it's also, you know, you have to be creative. So I'll give you examples of how I do this shot. I usually have a stabilizer and I just go like closer to the bride and groom, or I go around them and just get the whole, you know, I can't explain it, so I'll give you examples here. So this is one of the creative shots that you can take. So instead of just the regular, you know, the tripod is here. The other tripod is wide angle. The other tripod is waist up. The other tripod is head up. You know, you can actually like move around and do all those kind of glide cams and stuff like that. It's just gonna make it's just gonna give your video a cinematic feel. It's just, you're gonna differentiate yourself from everybody else who's just putting their cameras on tripods and just pressing record and just sitting there and watching. Yeah, yeah. No, man, you are there to do your job. Get creative. Get active, man. Stop being lazy and just putting the camera on the tripod and just sitting there and just watching the first dance. Oh, oh. Don't do that, man. Let the guests sit down and relax. You are there to do your job, so do your job, man. Get creative. Give them something that their friends, when they see it, are going to be like, oh, let me get the name of the videographer that you use. Let me get their number. I got a wedding coming up. But if you just like, if your videos are just like everybody else, they're going to try and get everybody else, you know. So be creative, man. Be creative. All right, so that's all the time I have for you today. I hope you use these creative shots for the first dance, and thank you for watching. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, Wedding Videography Tips. I'm your boy Francis, so make sure you subscribe, and thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it.